Good afternoon, fellow researchers. My name is Farabi Firdaus. I am a postgraduate student and researcher at the University of Indonesia. My research field is European Union Studies. In today's conference, I will present my abstract research entitled The Partnership of the European Union and Japan in Tackling COVID-19 Pandemic. Cooperation analysis in health, economic, and social sector. The purpose of this study is to examine the partnership between the European Union and Japan in tackling the COVID-19 pandemic by analyzing partnerships in the health, economic, and social sector. The following research uses a case study and interdisciplinary approach where the partnership between the European Union and Japan in tackling the COVID-19 pandemic is examined from the point of view of health, economic, and social sciences. In this study, it was found that the European Union, Japan, and other countries are partnering and collaborating in the tackling of the COVID-19 pandemic by collecting and mobilizing various resources aimed at providing various things such as medicine and vaccines to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic and the formation of various strategic policies in the field of health, economic, and social sector. This study examines the partnerships of European Union and Japan in health, economic and social sectors in the tackling of the COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic that originated in Wuhan, China and spread to the world in early 2020 had a huge impact on various sectors, especially in the health, economic, and social sectors throughout the world. Most countries in the world were not able to anticipate the pandemic effectively, and it caused a significant death toll, economic disruption, and societal disruption. Therefore, the European Union and Japan are holding multilateral partnerships and cooperation in tackling the COVID-19 pandemic. This is very important considering that the superpower countries such as China and the United States are caught in a political, diplomatic, and economic confrontation, where both sides blame each other for the pandemic, and the countries with lower middle income, such as Africa countries, are trapped in a precarious situation so that the handling of the pandemic on a global scale is not optimal. The European Union and Japan can become global leaders in tackling the COVID-19 pandemic and inspire other countries to join in. In this study, it was found that the partnership and cooperation between the European Union and Japan consisted of the various activities related to the health, economic, and social sectors. In the health sector, European Union and Japan support the resolution proposed at the 73rd World Health Assembly, which contains global coordination in dealing with the pandemic, ensuring equal access to the various resources, such as vaccines that can be used to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, and evaluate the role and performance of the WHO in tackling the COVID-19 pandemic. The European Union and Japan also include partnerships and cooperations in the field of research and development in the health sector aimed at tackling COVID-19 pandemic. In this partnership and cooperation, European Union and Japan synergize various research and development programs aimed at dealing with and tackling the COVID-19 pandemic, such as vaccine research and drug research. The European Union and Japan also facilitate the exchange of data, information, and research results related to the COVID-19 pandemic. To accelerate the provision of various resources needed to cope with the pandemic, such as medicines and vaccines worldwide, the European Union and Japan organized a global fundraiser aimed at providing medicine, vaccines, and other things needed to cope with the pandemic. Around 19.3 billion US dollars have been raised from this fundraising. In the economic field, the European Union and Japan, together with international institutions such as IMF and the World Bank, providing a form of delaying foreign debt payments for the developing countries. This program aimed at helping developing countries provide funds to cope with the COVID-19 pandemic. In addition, the European Union and Japan are also participating in partnerships in areas of sustainable connectivity and quality infrastructure. In this partnership, European Union and Japan cooperated in building sustainable connectivity in various fields such as economics, politics, and infrastructures that can strengthen economic, diplomatic, and other relations between the European Union and Japan. This can help speed up the economic recovery affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. In the social sector, the European Union and Japan are working together to develop Society 5.0 to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic. Society 5.0 is a continuation of the Society 4.0, where advances in existing technological developments are directed at solving problems faced by mankind and providing prosperity and comfort for mankind. To achieve Society 5.0, the European Union and Japan cooperate in a development of artificial intelligence technology, big data, and technological related researchers. Both parties also cooperate in a formulation of regulations regarding the protection and security of personal data and cybersecurity issues. The following study concludes that the partnerships and cooperation carried out by the European Union and Japan have has a significant positive impact. The results of the partnership and cooperation between the European Union and Japan in health, economic, and social fields are realization of partnerships and cooperation of countries and various stakeholders around the world in overcoming the COVID-19 pandemic. This is the appendix for my research. Fellow researchers can look up these sources. And also, that's all my research presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.